Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. Don't you dare skip these 3 seconds, because what you're about to see is not just an ordinary K-pop concert moment. This is a slice of reality that splits the world in two, those who are amazed and those who fall silent, unprepared to accept the truth. April 2026 in Tampa, America One Simple Action by Kim Taehyung suddenly turned into a hot topic among global ARMY. No grand stage, no massive choreography, but that's exactly where the shock lies. Why can a single throw of a ball make thousands of people hysterical? Why is this moment called more real than the concert itself? And most provocatively, is this proof that the standard of K-pop idol interaction has completely changed? In this video, we will break down the rarely discussed side of BTS's moment in Tampa, the real facts behind the viral second-day soundcheck, the small gesture from Taehyung that triggered massive emotional reactions, the psychological reason why ARMY felt this moment was unreal, another side of Kim Taehyung that doesn't appear on the main stage, and one thing that might make you question everything again. Was this coincidence or something much deeper? So watch until the end, because at the end of this video, there's a perspective that might change the way you see an idol forever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and help this video go viral, so the world can continue to see the kindness of Kim Taehyung that not everyone has realized until now. April 2026 in Tampa, Florida, America, was not just another stop on BTS global tour became a space where the boundary between a grand stage and personal moments slowly faded. On the second day of the soundcheck session, something simple transformed into a story that echoed far beyond the stadium. A small, spontaneous, almost unplanned interaction led by Kim Taehyung. In the landscape of global entertainment, usually controlled by scripts, precise lighting, and calculated choreography, this moment appeared like a small crack, and yet from that crack, the most honest emotion surfaced. It presented a calm, yet meaningful portrait. Kim Taehyung was seen walking casually on stage with a style far from excessive glamour. He wore a loose brown t-shirt that moved lightly with his steps, paired with casual pants that emphasized an effortless look. On his head, a neatly tied yellow bandana added a bright contrast to his outfit. A pair of glasses rested on top of the bandana, becoming a small detail that added character. But the real focus was the object in his hand, a rugby ball. In America, that ball is not just a piece of sport equipment, but a symbol of popular culture. In Kim Taehyung's hands, it changed function from a sports symbol into a communication tool. He didn't just hold it, he used it as an emotional bridge connecting himself with thousands of people watching from afar. His expression was soft, with a subtle, unforced smile. His gaze lowered, as if he was enjoying the moment for himself before sharing it with thousands of eyes in front of him. There was no emotional distance. What emerged instead was warmth, like someone present not to perform, but to share. In a world where celebrities often feel untouchable, this attitude became a striking contrast, and perhaps that's why many people fell silent. Try and understand why such a simple moment felt so deep. The scene expanded into something alive. Kim Taehyung began moving more actively on stage, his body leaning slightly as he prepared to throw the ball toward the audience. Behind him, rows of red stadium seats stretched wide, creating a contrasting background to his small movement. The ball soared into the air, a simple gesture, yet full of meaning. In a fraction of a second, it became the center of attention, connecting stage and stands, artists and fans. No special effects, no dramatic sound, yet the energy created felt stronger than many large-scale, technology-filled performances. The ARMY present didn't just watch, they became part of the moment. When the ball was thrown, spontaneous cheers erupted. Those who caught it felt something beyond luck. It was a direct, unrepeatable experience. Some witnesses described the moment as unreal, an interaction usually only imagined, now happening right before their eyes. At this point, the boundary between audience and performer truly collapsed, and what remained were humans sharing the same emotions: joy, surprise, and connection. Interestingly, Taehyung didn't stop at one action. He moved around the stage, keeping the energy alive. At times, he tried spinning the ball in his hand, a small trick that might seem simple, but when successful, he immediately showed it to the audience. He waited for their reaction, waited for the cheers, and when they came, his expression brightened. There was a dynamic that felt incredibly organic, a two-way communication that didn't require words. From a psychological perspective, this wasn't just interaction. It was a form of active emotional engagement rarely seen on such a large scale. In some moments, he even appeared slightly pouty in a way that invited laughter and affection. That reaction wasn't dissatisfaction, but part of the interaction, a playful way of showing another side of himself. Despite his status as a global star, he remained able to present a personality that felt close and real. And that is exactly where his strength lies when his public persona doesn't feel constructed, but instead like a reflection of who he truly is. Testimonies from fans reinforced this image. Some said the ball was thrown towards someone near them, triggering excitement that spread quickly through the crowd. Others shared how they briefly played catch with Taehyung, an experience that felt like a dream. In the scale of a massive concert, moments like this may seem small, but that's exactly where their power lies. They are personal, direct, and full of emotion. Even for those who didn't catch the ball, simply witnessing the interaction was enough to leave a lasting impression. This second day's soundcheck in Tampa became a reminder that even the biggest performances are built from small moments. No massive visual effects, no complex choreography, just an artist, a rugby ball, and thousands of fans connected on the same frequency. This is entertainment returning to its essence, human connection. In an entertainment world that often feels structured and planned, this moment stood out as something honest. It wasn't polished, it wasn't engineered, and precisely because of that, it felt so powerful. And perhaps that's why it continues to be talked about, because in that simple throw of a ball, Kim Taehyung didn't just entertain, he created memories, built connections, and unknowingly redefined how a global star interacts with the world. And at this point, everything feels different, not because of the stage, not because of the cheers, but because of one simple thing that's hard to explain: the honesty of Kim Taehyung's emotions. April 2026 in Tampa, America, was not just a stop on BTS's global tour. It became proof that small moments can outshine perfectly designed grandeur. And now the question is no longer what happened, but why did this moment feel so deep for so many people? Thank you for watching until the end. If you feel the same way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. If not, feel free to skip, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces. It simply delivers what the world feels, or perhaps what it isn't ready to accept yet. But before you go, one thing to think about: is this just an ordinary interaction, or a sign that the way an idol communicates with the world has changed forever? Stay tuned for the latest updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep following every story about Kim Taehyung on this channel, because what seems simple today might be a big moment you only understand later. What do you think about this moment? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you, and see you again. Stay safe and be ready, because the next story might be more shocking than you imagine.